Hello, good evening, everyone, and many thanks for joining us here on Rwanda Television. We hope you had yourselves a productive week. Now, top of our edition tonight, these are our headlines. The Minister of Information and Communications, Technology and Innovation, Paula Ingabire, presented to the heads of the political parties recognized in Rwanda that the use of technology in service delivery had resulted in time savings of more than 50 million hours and helped citizens make better use of their time.
And to other matters, some of the citizens say that Christmas decorations are delightful and makes them realize the strong reason behind the humbleness of the Lord demonstrated by Him coming to the world.
Glad to have your company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali. My name is Martina Avera.
And mine is Sam Kalisa.
How are you doing, Sam?
Very great. And you?
Very good. So let us kick it off. Yesterday, the president of Gabon, Ali Bongo Ondimba, received in his office Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Dr. Vincent Biruta, who presented him with a message from his Rwandan counterpart, President Paul Kagame. The discussions focused on the relations between the two countries. Dr. Vincent Biruta, in the interview with the media, noted that the relationship and cooperation between Rwanda and Gabon are very stable, but the two countries have a lot more that they can cooperate in different fields. He further reiterated that he and his Gabonese counterpart were given the task of looking at what the two countries have already achieved in terms of cooperation and more areas of cooperation.
Right, and to other matters making up our headlines tonight, the Minister of Information and Communications Technology and Innovation, Paula Ingabire, presented to the heads of political parties recognized here in Rwanda that the use of technology in service delivery has resulted in time saving of more than 50 million hours and helped citizens make better of their time. The country's objective of 2024 is to supply all services with the use of technology. Still has 18 months to go. Olive Nete starts us off tonight with this report.
The issues revealed includes that 82% of Rwandans own mobile phones, of which 30% have the latest smartphones. This makes 35.1% of adults who have basic knowledge of technology. The rest of them use the portal of Irembo to get service provision, and they pay for it. Residents are content of the fact that they can now get access to services without further complications, but they also request the government to improve the process so that services are provided in a better way. I don't have knowledge about technology. It would be easier for me to do my services without traveling to find those services needed. Instead, I can do it while I'm at my own house.
Possible, they can reinforce about the network system, because at times the network is very slow, especially in providing services regarding the police. There is failure while conducting such services, for example, while paying for fines when there is violation of traffic lights.
Currently, 35.1% of the population has basic knowledge in technology, while the goal is that by 2024, at least the number of adults with this knowledge will reach 60%. The spokesperson of the National Consultative Forum of Political Organization, Glorious Wanyirigira, points out some of the existing problems that hinder the provision of service through technology. Some residents travel a long distance to get access to Irembo services. That's a challenge. We would like to see residents learning how they can get those services by using their mobile phones. But among the challenges, there are residents who do not know how to use technology. That is also a challenge. Another challenge is that 30% of residents don't have mobile phones so that they can do the services on their own. There are about 42 sectors that do not have access to internet and mobile phones due to inadequate infrastructure and the problem of about 52% of people not having smartphones that can be used in service delivery through technology. In the process of speeding up this process of putting up 660 services in technology, the Minister of Technology and Innovation, Paula Ingabire, points out that they plan to include the private sector so that it can support the Irembo portal to put these services online and to see how to reduce the cost of transfer of money that is less than 10,000. We are currently trying to see how we can reduce the amount of money charged by service provided so that every resident can easily use technology in money transfer, but also find other services that can support them. We have hope that in 2024 all services will be provided online, but as I said, it is not only providing those services on Irembo, but also training residents about basic knowledge in technology and also to assist them in finding appropriate tools so that every resident can be able to find all services found online and do it by themselves. Currently, about 100 services equal to 58% of all services that the public needs are provided through technology. In the remaining 18 months, another 660 services, which equals to 42%, will also be provided online by 2024. The goal is to provide all services through technology. Olive Nete, RTV News.
Thank you, Olive Nete, for that report. Now, on to the festive season. Some of the citizens say that Christmas decorations are delightful and make them realize the strong reason behind the humbleness of the Lord demonstrated for him coming back to the world. Prince Manzi has the report.
Pascal Nyabyenda, a Shusala City Plaza, said that when the festive seasons hit, on his usual business, he adds selling Christmas decorations. This small tree costs 12,000 minimum, and the big one is 40,000, and this is 25,000. If I decorate this one, it will be 16,000. This one would be 35,000 if I decorate it, and this big would be 60,000. Nyabyenda states that due to the high number of clients, the profit increases and benefits him. I get enough of the fees of my children who will get back to school soon. Across the city of Kigali, where Christmas decorations are sold, entrepreneurs say that they do have different types of goods that will help their clients to prepare well the Christmas day. We have new things, we try to get new stuff for our customers that is a bit different from last year. We have styles for decoration, as well as lights and trees. For us, as the prices were, that is how it is, and for some products, we have discounts. Clients are also engaging into buying Christmas decorations. They state that it is important to decorate their homes.
I came looking for a tree and the decoration for the trees. Children are so happy when they see decoration. People should consider Christmas as a special day and prepare for it. Preparing for a special day also brings joy to someone, especially by seeing the decoration. As a Christian, I celebrate because Jesus came to us as our Savior.
Apart from citizens' homes, the administration of the Kigali city states that decorating the city is one of the ways for citizens to have a feeling of the festive seasons, and partners do play part in this. The Vice Mayor of the Kigali City in charge of socio-economic affairs, Martin Rujeni, requests citizens to not destroy the decorations around the city.
You find someone close to the garden and you think that he or she is trying to contribute into decorating the lights, but instead he's trying to steal them. There are not many cases like these, but there are some. We just want to tell people that these decorations are for them, so it is their responsibility to contribute into their preservation for a better and shining city.
The city of Kigali states that in general the year 2022 is ending well, as the measurements imposed to fight against the spread of COVID-19 led people into returning back into their different activities and daily jobs. Prince Manzi, RTV News.
We'll keep it to festive season matters, as it's now the trend. Actually, traders and consumers say that the end-of-year holidays might be celebrated in a normal way because currently they find things very expensive due to the general increase in market prices. However, a few of the traders are confident that they might get enough buyers in the remaining days before Christmas. Jessica Agasaro with the report.
There are only few days left until Christmas and New Year's Eve. In various markets in the city of Kigali, usually just before the holidays, there is a rush of buyers, but this time it is not the same as traders say. In the past, there was a Christmas season, but today it's not as it used to be. There is no movement of parents and people buying clothes and food for their children. This showed that there has been a change. A construction laborer works for 2,500 a day, and 1 liter of oil is 2,400 Rwandan francs. A kilogram of potato is about 600, and 1 kilogram of rice is 1,800 Rwandan francs. How is he expected to feed his family? This holiday, there is no money. I don't understand what happened. Nothing is cheap except onions. I didn't even know it was Christmas season until you asked me about it. If there's no money, how are people supposed to enjoy? In addition to the fact that the price of most of the commodities on high demand shot up this year, residents also say that some people choose not to have fun because the holidays are followed by the start of school, which makes them buy less, making this holiday celebrated in a normal way. This Christmas, I'm well prepared and now I have come to shop, but the prices are very expensive compared to last year. I think that what caused this may be things that were available last year are no longer coming this year. Yet, prices are still increased, despite the fact that money was not available.
Except for a few thousand francs I got, and now my family will be blessed today. But the future will be in God's hands. However, I'm glad I got these new pants and shoes for Christmas, but there is still struggle to get money these days.
Although prices have been increasing since the beginning of 2022, mainly due to the effect of the war between Ukraine and Russia, the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, some traders are still optimistic that in the few days left before Christmas, they might still get customers.
We are still confident that customers will be available because customers are usually found during the weekends. But it will be the Christmas weekend. We are confident there will be plenty. I believe I will have clients on that day.
The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Traders and Industry, Richard Niwenchuti, urges traders not to raise prices during the festive season because it disrupts businesses.
What we want is for them to understand Rwandans and respect their responsibilities and be the ones who participate in it. At least in these times, we are dealing with prices. We shall come out of it well. Together with the government and the private sector, we don't want people to think that we intend to punish them.
Economic expert urges the public to pay special attention when the price rises and only buy what they need to avoid wastage. Jessica Agasaro, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Agasaro, for that report. Now, on Thursday, the Court of Appeal resumed the trial of Ntaganzwa Ladislas, who was sentenced to life in prison by the High Court after convicting him to his involvement in the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. Olive Nete has the report.
Today's trial focused on the crime of genocide, one of the 5 Ladislas Ntaganzwa was convicted for by the High Court in 2020. Explaining the reasons why he appealed, Ntaganzwa said that the court did not properly analyze the testimony of the witness who accused him of having committed genocide on Cyahinda Church and on Gasasa, Ngumba, and Nyakizu region. The accused acknowledged that he was present at Cyahinda Church on April 14, 1994, but he denies taking part in murders, claiming that he was sent by Habyarimana Jean-Baptiste to guard the fleeing Tutsi refugees. Ntaganzwa said that the actual genocide in Cyahinda began on April 18, 1994, one day after Sindikubwabo Theodore suspended the prefect of Butare Habyarimana Jean-Baptiste, who did not support the genocide plan. Ntaganzwa Ladislas said that he is ready to continue to present to the Court of Appeal the points he found that the High Court had ignored in testifying against him. The trial will continue tomorrow, Friday, with a further hearing from the accused. In 1994, Ntaganzwa was the mayor of Nyakizu municipality in Butare Prefecture, which is now Nyaruguru district. He was convicted of crimes including genocide, mass destruction, murder, and forced rape, as well as crimes against humanity. Olive Nete, RTV News.
Now, from justice to education matters now. Boarding school students across the country find that the program of facilitating them in transportation from school to holidays has helped them a lot, because there were some issues that they used to encounter before. We do have more with Adam Squizera.
At the Kigali Stadium, Nyarugenge District, Kigali City, we met some students from different schools. Some of the students expressed their excitement due to this facilitation of this transportation program. There sometimes we were used to be late on our way, or you find that our parents are spending much transport coming to pick up, but now we will reach at home without spending all that excess transport. The division manager in charge of basic education and TVET quality standards, Boneza Angelique, points out that the results found in this program of facilitating students from schools to their homes.
In which we have to involve in all these activities by supporting the government, implementing this program, as well as helping to make a follow-up of the students' education by controlling the journey of to and from the student makes, since we find that this program resulted positively.
In the last 2 days, the Students' Transportation Program has facilitated over 100,000 students across the country, as stated by the National Education, Inspection and Examination Authority, NESA. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
And on behalf of the news production team, would like to thank you for sticking with us on RTV News. My name is Martina Abera.
And mine, Sam Kalisa.
Stay safe.
And have a good evening.